This is Glenn, he's a thief, and he's called Dragonborn. This is Mirak, he's a jerk, he wants to take over Nern. And this island, it seems, ain't big enough for two. So it's up to Glenn to find Mirak and skew. Or him with an arrow or something, I don't know. We've made it all the way back to Raven Rock. You know, what do I need to do here again? Don't I need to talk to, Cairelius? Is he not up there? Perhaps I need to talk to him and he's somewhere else. Oh, this is Cairelius' house. I guess he doesn't live in the mine. That makes sense, of course. Yo, what up, Crucius?
Please, tell me what you found.
Hey, man, you were right all along. Your grandpa found something down there, and it had something to do with the East Empire Company. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to what you were telling me before, but I had a great time, and I found this cool sword, and I got this dragon guy mask, so...
Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do.
750 gold. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean... It's not the same as what I got for killing General Fulks, but it's not bad, I guess. History of Raven Rock, eh? Hey, do you mind if I take these? Oh no, he does. He does mind. We're not friends yet. We're not on the level of friends where I could just take stuff from his house that isn't worth very much. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go through your stuff up here. I'll take that. That looks good. Yep, got a couple potions, a little bit of this and that. All sorts of good stuff. Don't mind me. I'm not stealing you from you. Not robbing you blind, nothing like that. I am definitely not going to pickpocket you right after I quick save because I don't want to have to talk to you again. And you've got yourself a good old ring of sneaking there. That looks pretty tempting. I can't quite take it yet because it's only a 37% chance, but luckily for me, I carry around a necklace of extreme deft hands. Don't mind me, Gracious. I'm just going to take that. Thank you very much. Good doing business with you.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councilor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent.
Oh, okay. Did he tell you what it was about?
All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important.
Well, I'm glad that you've stepped 20 steps down the road to find me then.
Please, go speak to the Second Councilor as soon as possible.
Do I have to talk to the Second Councilor? Can I not just talk to the Councilor guy? The Second Councilor's a jerk. Well, I guess he's not in that building. Apparently he's over here somewhere. What does he want to talk to me about? What are you doing all the way out here? There's nothing out here.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councilor Morvayne being killed.
Councilor Morvayne? No, he was the guy who's nice to me. How is he in danger?
The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great...
The Hulan family of House who?
On the Councilor's head.
Okay, why would they want to kill him?
It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councilor Morvayne himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions.
Okay. So, you know, the concern seems justified. There's rightful suspicion that the Councilor guy might die.
It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councilor Morvayne simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. I don't want it to come to that.
So, the attack on the Councilor is imminent. So, what you're saying is, we need to put on our detective hats and get to the bottom of this caper.
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock.
So, why haven't you already acted on the information yet? Have you not been able to find a private detective?
Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret.
Well.
If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing.
Stealth happens to be one of my specialties, Vice Councilor.
I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me.
Where do I begin?
I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors.
Tell you what, this necklace of fire abatement looks pretty tempting. Then I wouldn't need to worry about carrying around potions for fire. I will trade you for some of my gold stuff. You are definitely not getting the raw end of this deal, filled with useless jewelry that is not enchanted for a piece of your fine enchanted jewelry. This is a perfect deal. On both ends. Look, I'm even giving you 3 gold for free.
Need any supplies? You know where to find me.
So someone was making a threat on the Councilor's life. From the information I got from the Vice Councilor, I should start looking in a little place called the Retching Netch. An underground bar of sorts. Didn't know quite what I was going to find down here, but it was as good a place to start as any. Say, friend, the Vice Councilor Adril said that you might be able to help me out.
Well, well. Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Well, Zura knows
Well,
he
don't
needs all the
announce
help
it
he
to
can
everybody.
get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now.
So, you think he's mistaken in all this?
No. I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
How would you do it?
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
Right. So, you're talking about a bait, huh? What kind of bait are we talking?
There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for.
Okay, so why haven't you told Adril about this? Seems like the kind of thing he'd want to know, and you didn't hold out on me, even though I dropped Adril's name.
What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
So it turns out they're a little bit clunky in their operation. Perhaps one stealthy sleuth can infiltrate. That's what you're saying? Thanks for the tip.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up.
Sounds like a plan.
Come back anytime. My doors are always open.
So I had my mark. I had to go and stake out the joint and wait for the perp to show up. It was a bit of a strange tomb, and I had no idea when my target was going to arrive. So I figured I'd check the place out before anything happened. If I got attacked in here, I want to know where I can hide and what darkness I can hide in. There was a door over to the left. I couldn't jiggle the lock. It looks like I was here for the long haul. I set up camp in the back room and waited. I must have waited an hour or so, but finally, a strange Dunmer woman appeared. It was now my chance to find out who this woman was. And after I stole her diamond, I went up and talked to her. Actually, you know what? I know who she is. It's Tilisu Savalvavaravavarn. I don't need to worry about that, and I quickly rolled on out of there. They see me roll in. With this new information, I headed back to the retching niche. It was the last place I saw Adril.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Have you made any progress?
I have indeed. I suspect Talisu Severin as the culprit.
Talisu? Are you sure?
I'm quite sure it was her. I saw her inside the Yulin tomb.
So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telisu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councilor Morvayne, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it.
So you want me to go ransack their house, huh?
I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Talisu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen.
I will admit that it is just a hunch and I could be wrong, so I like that you want to get some solid evidence before we go further. But let me tell you, what if they catch me and try to stop me?
If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck.
It was time to break into Severin Manor, and with Adril giving me the license to kill, I wasn't sure what I was getting into. There they are. I might be able to sneak right past them.
Is someone there?
No, doll, there's no one here but the wind. I'm not quite sure what kind of evidence I'm looking for in here.
Just getting jumpy, I guess.
But I've got to find something. I've got two very angry ladies above me. And a seemingly empty bunch of rooms beneath me. The place was well adorned. A room full of smithing equipment, a room full of enchanting equipment, and a room full of alchemical equipment. Oddly enough, there didn't seem to be anyone else here besides the two ladies upstairs. So I had a choice to make. Using one of my precious potions of invisibility, I decided to sneak up behind them. And then stab him in the face.
Come on, I won't allow you to ruin years of sand.
The other broad started attacking, but little did she know that I have got elemental fury. Able to swing my knife much faster than she was, I was finally able to fell the foe. But not after she cut me quite deep. With my two new friends dead on the floor and a new key in my hand, I was free to explore once again and try to find where this key fits. Down nestled in the shadow of a bookshelf in a corner that I had overlooked, I found it, the Severin family safe. With the key in hand, I no longer had to pick the lock. Inside it was a note that read, "Dear Councilor Salden, in a matter of days I believe we'll be ready. Our forces hidden within Ashfallow Citadel have been training night and day, ready to strike when we give the signal. With Captain Veleth distracted by the Ash Spawn attacks, the timing seems perfect. I've waited nearly a decade to exact my revenge upon Morvayne for the death of my ancestor, and I long for the moment that my blade will be drawn across his throat. The next letter you'll receive from me will include his head in a sack. Display it proudly in the halls of House Hollow, brother, Vendil Ulan." So it seemed they were planning a full attack. I needed to report back to the Vice Councilor immediately.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet?
Adril, I found more than that.
Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice.
I don't think they're gonna just give up.
Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Redoran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can.
Certainly. I'll head over there immediately.
See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. Be ready for anything.
Thanks for the advice, Adril. I trekked through the ashland to the fort to meet my Redoran Guard companions, but unfortunately it seems that they tried to rush in without me. On the plus side, that meant that I could now take this slow and sneaky. Just the way I like it. Inside, the fort was covered in ash. The only way appeared to be down. Down further into the deep. No problemos here.
What is this guy just got, like an arrow collection? Elven, Dwarven, Orcish, Steel, Iron. Interesting.
Place was riddled with traps, but thanks to my light feet, didn't bother me at all. Now, how the heck do I open this? I could see someone on the other side of the gate, but I couldn't seem to get through. Open the door, punk. Open it and nobody will get any more hurt than I've already hurt you. I feel like I'm missing something obvious here that I should have hit. But I don't see anything. The only thing is this thing. And this thing doesn't do anything. So I guess I'll just fight this fella. How the heck do I get through this gate? Hello?
Let me in. How does? I want to loot the area in there. There are things in there that look juicy and tasty. Not to mention, there's probably something on that guy's body that could be useful. Did I do something wrong? So, from what I can tell, this should open this. I looked it up on the wiki, but it's not working. But on the plus side, I did technically complete the mission, so I can just go back to Adril and finish the mission, even though I didn't get to loot the end of dungeon chest, which is kind of a bummer. Hello?
I can't believe it.
Hello?
Let's go back and get it. Everyone dead. Everyone but me.
Oh wow, you talked really loudly.
They attacked us. Those bastards at Frostle stole our treasure. Wait, forget I said that. That's my treasure. You can't have it. Never should have come.
Okay. All I have done so far is shoot Pinkie Pie. There we go. Finally hit him. Where do you think you're going? Dadgum. Why did I take all of his crap? Adril, it seems as though he's no longer in threat.
Then, it's finally over.
Yes.
What of the Reverend Guard I sent to assist you?
Well, they were already dead by the time I got there.
Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him.
Well, I did what had to be done.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councilor Morvayne will be quite pleased when he hears about this.
He's sitting right next to you. You could tell him right now.
Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councilor so you can speak to him yourself.
We're in the same freaking room.
Excuse me, Councilor Morvayne. I have some wonderful news.
Adril, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Mary Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councilor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town.
Excuse me.
This, you have my deepest gratitude.
Thank you, Counselor.
Now, I'm certain Adril was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial.
Ooh. Such as?
Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Councilor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
Nice.
Can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought light to the darkness, my friend.
Fantastic. I was wondering if you could get a house in this DLC, and here you go. So now this house over here is mine. Nice. Comes with dead bodies and everything. And it comes completely kitted out with all sorts of stuff. This is really nice. I like this. Look, I could take this stuff now if I wanted to. It's not stealing. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of fire salts. And frost salts. This is awesome. And mammoth tusks and everything. Holy crud! And all of these weapon plaques. Man, I might need to just move here. And just live here. Because it comes with all of this cool display room. Alright, sweet. Well, I got my own house now. So that's something. I suppose the next logical thing to do would be to go talk to Neloth. But I think I'm going to save that for next time. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed joining me and Glenn here on the Dragonborn DLC quest. And I will see you next time.